Welcome, everyone. I'm Konrad, CEO of RACEMAP. Great to have you in our webinar about our new safety dashboard, Safemap. In the next 30 minutes, we'll show you how to run safer endurance races with improved operational control and less risk for the participants. And here's the business angle of Safemap. Precise decisions require reliable data, and safety often means GPS tracker rental. For operators, that translates into a real revenue opportunity from additional device rentals. Now let me introduce Erik. He's been with RACEMAP for over 2 years, increasing the scalability of our tracker management system, which already runs more than 10,000 GPS units only from our partners. Erik has deep expertise in GPS tracker communications, especially the Quacklink GL300 series, and he's the lead developer for the new Safemap. Our sports tracking platform wouldn't be what it is without our partners. A special thanks here to those who helped shape the new Safemap across more than 20 events last season. There is Stefan from the Race Across series and Michael from Chrono Consult. Thank you both. Here's what you will walk away with today. First, operate Safemap efficiently in the command center of an event. Second, set up Safemap for an event. And third, live Q&A, get your questions answered. Everything you see today is real and tested. Try the live demo of a real event during the webinar. Now let's dive in and see Safemap in action. Erik, let's go.
Yeah, thanks, Konrad, for the introduction. So hello, everyone, and welcome to today's session. I'm excited to show you how the Safemap supports safety operations in long-distance events. So thanks for taking the time to join. Whether you work with trail running, cycling, triathlon, motorcycle rallies, or multi-day endurance events, this session will give you a clear overview of the key challenges in long-distance event safety, how our Safemap solves them, and then I walk you through a live demo to show everything in action. So let's get started. Before we take a look at the Safemap, I want to briefly outline why safety operations in long-distance events are so demanding. In these events, participants are spread across large and often remote areas. This means the operation team has limited visibility and must rely entirely on incoming GPS data. At the same time, the risk level is high, injuries or crashes can happen, a participant can get lost or simply not move anymore. And these events run for many hours or even several days, which means monitoring teams rotate, get tired, and they need a system that keeps track of everything without losing information. So all of this requires fast, well-documented decision-making and a clear shared situational awareness across all operators. So the Safemap is our solution to all of these challenges. It instantly highlights risk, tracks participants across large remote areas, and shows exactly where and when critical alerts occur. Even during multi-day events, the Safemap keeps everything consistent and stores a full history of all alerts. So it provides a clear workflow for collaboration and task assignment. In short, the Safemap brings all critical information into one dashboard and keep operation teams in control during long and complex events. To get the full potential out of the Safemap, reliable tracker data is essential. That's why we recommend using the Quacklink GL300 series. These devices are fully integrated with RACEMAP. That means you can adjust these devices in our tracker management, which currently supports over 7,000 GL300 devices. So for more information, you can scan the QR code and take a look at our documentation. We cover this in more detail in a separate webinar. And these devices also support additional device diagnostics, such as an SOS report, crash detection, they have a movement state, and a power off and low battery report. So with all these reports enabled, the Safemap can provide complete awareness and trigger accurate alerts. All right, now that we covered the core concepts, let's take a look at the Safemap in action. We start with an example that's especially relevant for safety teams, and then we move on how you can create a Safemap yourself, a part that's particularly interesting for business owners. Okay, so we are now on our Safemap demo page. This demo is based on data from a past event and illustrates how the Safemap operates during a live race. And yeah, the first thing we all want to do together is to mute the alerts and notifications, because incoming alerts have a sound, and this can be a bit disruptive while I try to present the Safemap to you. So you can just go onto the Alerts tab right here, and here you have a mute button. So I have already muted the alerts and the notifications. So feel free to do the same. Okay, now I will give you a quick overview over our key components. So on the top left, we have event information with the start and end time. On the left bottom, we have the participant list, the alerts list, and the notification list. On the top right side, we have our map section, and on the bottom right, we have the participant chart and the participant information. So let's get into more details regarding the participant list. So here we have the ability to search for certain participants. So I can search for participant number 3. And we also have the ability to filter these participants. Maybe I only want to see participants with very good battery health. So I will adjust this. And yeah, as you can see, now in our list are only participants with good battery health. And I also have the ability to sort them. Maybe I want to see the participants with the most recent location. So I click on last location right here. And now on top of the list, I have a participant that has a location 7 seconds ago, so very recent. And so our Safemap is designed to reduce noise through filtering, helping team focus on what matters most at any given moment. And this is critical for events with hundreds of athletes, so that you can find someone in seconds. And each participant entry has also additional information. So we can see right here the connected device, the last location, exactly where it happened. We can copy it, see it on the map, see when it was updated, the cover distance of the shadow track, the battery health, and if they're online or offline. And so these values are early warning indicators. So for example, if a participant has a low battery or is offline, this can be a hint of possible upcoming risk. Now we take a look at the participant chart. So when I click on a participant, I can see the chart that is related to it. And here we have 2 key metrics. The first one is the distance to track, and the second one is the speed. And yeah, as you can see, when I hover over this chart, it's directly connected to our map. So our map also changes. And here we have a spike in the distance to the track. So this could be interesting. So let's take a closer look. Yeah, and as you can see, here we have the blue line is our shadow track, and the red line are all the coordinates from the participant. And so here we have a coordinate that is away from the track. And yeah, this is shown on the chart. It's also shown in the map. And we also see that an alert was triggered here. This one is grayed out because it is resolved. I will come into more details later. But here, for example, we have an additional crash alert is also shown. So the chart helps to spot abnormal behavior such as sudden stops, slowdowns, or away from track behavior, and it provides a clear visual overview of all alerts of the participant over time. So let's take a closer look at the map section. As I already explained, in the map we have the blue line. This is the shadow track, so the track the participants should follow along. Then we see the coordinate trail of the selected participant. So this is the red one with all his different locations. So this confirms whether athletes are following the correct route. Then of course we have also active alerts displayed on the map. And we see the participant dots in real time. So here, for example, we have other participants. So this can be very helpful. The next key component is our alerts list. So yeah, here I can see all my alerts. I also have the ability to filter them. Maybe I only want to see alerts for a certain participant. Okay, this participant does not have any alerts, but this one should have one. Yeah, so now I have filtered through the alert list. And yeah, this can be crucial during high alerts volume, that you only can see relevant alerts. And each alert has also additional information, so we can exactly where the alert occurred, when it occurred, and of course the participant that is connected to the alert. The alerts also have a state, so this alert is open now, and our Safemap supports multi-operator collaboration, so we allow teams to work across shifts and roles without losing context. This is essential for long-running events where responsibilities change over time and multiple operators handle safety decisions. So our alerts follow a clear life cycle. When an alert is triggered, it has the open state, and then you as a team member can set a state to in progress and assign it to a team member or yourself. So this team member then should take care of this alert. It can also be set to standby when the alert will be revisited later. And when you find a solution for the alert, maybe it was a false alert or you contacted a participant and everything is all right, you can set the alert to resolved, and yeah, it will be grayed out. So I hope this gave you a good insights into how our Safemap works. And now let's take a look at how you can easily create your own Safemap. So I'm now on our homepage. I will log in, so a login is required to create a Safemap. And yeah, here I have all my tracking maps, but I want to create a new one. So I just click on Create Map. And here I select the Safemap option. So here I have the ability to add additional information, give it a location, and to the sport. So now I only need to do two things, and then our Safemap is ready. I need to upload a shadow track, so I have already prepared one, so I will just put it right here. You can also draw your own track, and I want to do one modification regarding the shadow track. I want to add a point of interest. This will be important later, so I click here on Add Point of Interest and select the middle of our track, and I will give it the name Aid Station. Now the only thing that is left to do is to add participants. So I also have prepared a participant list. So here you can see our participants that were added. And now we are coming to the most important and interesting part, the alert setting. So here we can fine tune what is exactly shown in our Safemap. The first option is to add emails. So people who are part of this list are informed via email if a SOS or crash occurred. And then we also have the ability to modify the thresholds of notifications that are based on geodata. So for example, here we have the away from track. These alerts are triggered when the participant reaches a certain distance to the shadow track, and currently it's set to 100 meters. So when the participant is more than 100 meters away from the track, this alert will be triggered. But maybe I want to have 500 meters here, so I can adjust this. This depends on your desired sensitivity and the type of event. I also have the ability to allow that alerts are resolved automatically. So for the away from track alert, for example, when a participant is on track again, all past away from track alerts should be resolved because they should not matter anymore. And also a very important and cool feature are the protected zones. So these zones suppress alerts in areas where unusual behavior is expected, and they prevent false alert and keep the alert list clean. And maybe you recognize the aid station I created as a point of interest. And so a typical use case would be for participants to stop there for rest, for food or medical support. So we don't want that no movement alerts are triggered around the aid station. I will adjust the size of this zone that we can see it easily on the map. And yeah, at the start point, it's also very common to set a no movement alert to disabled because participants wait there. And now when I take a look at our Safemap, as you can see, now is our protected zone is now displayed here. So when the participant is in this zone, no movement alerts will be triggered. So very important feature.
Thanks, Erik. That was excellent. Let's wrap this up. The core of monitoring the safety at endurance events is collect live data, unify it into a clear interface, filter and prioritize what matters most, and enable clear processes for confident decisions. Our new Safemap considers all of this. As Safemap is built on one simple principle: provide event safety information that's clear, efficient, and actionable. With Safemap, you use your own GPS trackers or rent them to your clients. You set up a safety dashboard in minutes, and you operate reliably yourself or scale by letting teams manage. If you professionally support endurance events, Safemap is a tool to monitor what's happening live and react immediately, even under pressure.